So I actually went and saw the Barbie movie, and no. So let's start with the positives because I'm a positive person. I'm a positive lady. So the first thing about this movie, you cannot deny the creativity. You cannot deny the outfits. They were so fun and cute. There were some funny jokes in there. I did laugh. Okay, I did. Okay. Um, Now, down to the nitty gritty of it all. Did not like the movie simply being because it was indeed a hardcore feminist film. I do consider myself to be a feminist, but not a modern day feminist. I believe that women should have a voice and should be able to express themselves with their makeup and their clothes and have all sorts of fun. But there was definitely a deeper message in the movie, definitely about bodily autonomy as far as like having children and that sort of thing. In the beginning of the movie, they smash dolls and kind of have a really hard undertone about motherhood and really talk about motherhood and almost like a negative light. You even see this with a couple of the characters in the movie where it's a mother and a daughter, and the teenager is incredibly ungrateful and the mother feels unloved by the child, and it's just this ongoing thing. It's a message that, motherhood is just not as cracked up as it should be. There's that message there as well. Another thing about it, and this is kind of the main undertone, is that men are bad. Now, honestly, Barbie is the protagonist. It's Barbie land. It's all about Barbie. The town that she's in is all about her, right? So at the end of the day, this is Barbie land and everything is run by women. Everything's run by the Barbies and the Kens are the accessory. In real life, we know this. Ken was never played with as a kid. Like nobody played with Ken. Nobody liked Ken, right? So in Barbie land, Ken doesn't have much of a voice. Ken is not as respected as Barbie. And so, long story short, he goes into the real world and sees that men are treated differently. And he likes the way the real world is because it serves him. And so he brings the ideologies that he believes that he's learned in the real world back to Barbie Land, and he takes over Barbie Land, and he's the villain and Barbie's the protagonist, and it's all of this stuff about feminism and about how men shouldn't take over and women need to be in control, and women need to be the leaders of everything, and the women should be in Congress and only women. And in Barbie land that fits, right? It's Barbie land, to be completely fair. But the overall message is that men aren't good leaders and men don't need to be leaders and women don't need men. And, it's a negative thing if you want to be up under a man. I mean, that's basically what it is. And you lose yourself when you get under the spell of Ken. And so there's this underlying message that men are bad and they're bad leaders and women should run everything. And it's definitely hardcore feminine language. You hear terms like the sisterhood, you hear about the patriarchy, you hear so many of these political things. And that is why they promoted the movie so heavily. So, in fairness, the movie was completely and totally creative. There's no denying the creativity. The way that they did everything was incredible, in my opinion, as far as creativity goes, as far as story writing. There was times where it didn't quite make sense, and it was very obvious they were trying to push that kind of feminist view. The story writing, the creativity was there. The politics agitated me. And so for that, I give it a 5 out of 10. Pretty high score for a conservative woman, right? And so that's all I have to say about Barbie. 5 out of 10 for me. Don't really recommend. If you want to go and see lots of color and, be inspired as far as creativity goes, go and see it. I don't care. But just know that they're trying to push feminist propaganda on you, leftist propaganda on you. So that's that.